So one of the things I really don't like is this. This is really a problem when you think about it. We get all these wires everywhere. And what do wires do? They act like an antenna. So, like I was saying the other day, I was on this radio hooked up over here. The 3000 was up here, plugged into this computer. I was originally on this radio and I had zero problems whatsoever. Switched over to here, Windows problems with the USB device, disconnecting, connecting, disconnecting, connecting. Here it go, beep, 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 beep. And so that's an RF issue. And if you have a radio and you have coax and you have a tuner, you're going to leak RF somewhere. So, furthermore, down here is a ton of wires also. So, I'm not 100% sure if it's even possible for me to do anything about it unless I'm like very simple, one radio on the desk going to one thing and nothing else around here, and then it would be simple at that point. Oh man, I gotta straighten this thing. Whoa. Okay. But yeah, I think that would be, the way to avoid problems. And with these radios with USB ports on them, you're really, really asking for trouble, because I've already seen it happen on a 7300 that I had in 2019, and the USB port quit working. I mean, I'm not 100% sure that's what happened, but ICOM was pretty sure that's what it was, and they weren't willing to warranty it or do anything about it. So, it usually only shows up when you start to run power too, so that's the other thing. But I last night was running the amplifier, the brown one down there, and worked fine on the 710. Hooked up the 7300, and all of a sudden I started hearing beep 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 beep, and then I further thought that I had issues with the 3000 because I went to go try and use it on FT8 and it didn't work anymore. And actually, I think what was happening was it was causing things to disconnect and reconnect, and it did screw up the drivers for the COM port. And it wasn't like a physical thing, it was more of like the computer didn't understand why it was disconnecting and reconnecting, and it tried to do something about it, and it changed the drivers or something. So ultimately, updating a COM port driver that had nothing to do with the radio fixed that problem. And so now that I know there's a problem, I'm trying to be a little more careful and see about doing things differently. I'm also going to use this radio with one wire to do FT8 from now on. And 5 to 10 watts, probably just 5 watts because it's a 10 watt radio, and I just want to run it low. So FT8 is not that important that I need to ruin a radio to do it. So anyway, I thought I would share this video with you guys and let you know that all the loose wires and everything in your station can very easily be picking up RF and getting into your devices, and it actually you could ruin something. I also read a story about another guy that had a problem with his computer, and the computer ruined the sound card in the radio. So there's also that too. So having things hooked to the radio besides an antenna and a microphone, you just never know. And then if that other radio is nearby, another radio transmitting, boy, that's a whole nother story. So anyway, the more that you get complicated, the more things it could be. So for me, I'm thinking of simplifying this a little bit more, just because I don't like all the wires back there. I've got some snap-on ferrite beads. I've never had any luck with those things. I'm sure that they do work to a degree, but I think when we're talking about a situation when a computer is connecting and disconnecting, I don't think that that's going to mitigate 1200 watts. Um, so anyway, I'm going to try and move some stuff around, and obviously some particular wire going to the 7300 was different. But it's strange because what I do is I switch my antenna and my power cord from one of these radios to the other radio. So the radio is still using the same coax, it's still using the same power cord. The only thing that was different was the radio was different. I don't have anything hooked to either the 7300 or the 710, except for the 710 has a DVI cable hooked to it. But like, I don't have speaker wires, I don't have cat control, I don't have anything. So I'm not sure what would have been different, but whatever it was definitely different. So anyway, I'm going to use this, and probably won't have any problems at 5 watts anyways, but I'm going to use this to do FT8. I don't know if I'm going to what I'm going to do with this radio. I haven't really been using it. Kind of took it and used it last night, did a little listening. It's really good at getting rid of noise. Man, I'm tired today. It's good at getting rid of noise and stuff like that. It doesn't really transmit, like, sideband average power is a little on the low side. But of course you can key it up on FM or CW or RTTY and it does a full 100 watts, but it's like a little less than impressive on single sideband, and I can see the result of that when I use the amplifier. I don't get as much power output. So I'm not sure about that radio. Anyway, we'll catch you guys later.